We ready to rock and roll?
Yep.
All right.
You're listening to the podcast where we talk about life, sports, family, and everything in between. Welcome to Just Talking Out Loud with your hosts, Ron and Terry.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Just Talking Out Loud. I'm Ron.
And I'm Terry.
And we are happy to be with you on this Easter edition of
Easter
Just
Monday,
Talking.
this
Easter.
will be?
It's a Monday,
right
but
after Easter.
no, after.
Right
before.
Okay.
Yeah, we're before Easter, but we'll just call it the Easter week. We're going to talk about some Easter traditions from around the world. And then I asked AI to kind of give me some food ideas for Easter, which really didn't come up with anything that was different. And it seemed like traditional, like AI was just being, I don't know, stubborn for some reason. I don't know what its problem was.
We didn't give you any like
No, nothing like it. I was thinking it would do something like I didn't even think about. Something really off the wall that try this for Easter. But it was basically a ham, which is what we usually do anyway. Mm-hmm. So I thought it would come up with something I didn't even think of. Like, I don't know, I can't even think of anything strange. Maybe goat, for Easter.
So it's Easter and we have ham in there for Christmas.
We have, yes, but this is the Easter show.
In the freezer.
We're ready for spring. You ready to spring? Now that we've sprung forward?
Yeah, I haven't slept well since we've done that.
No sleeping? We didn't sleep last night anyway.
I don't know if it was the time change or what.
So we're going to talk about some Easter traditions from around the world. See if any of these, maybe we want to try some of these here in the U.S. Like in Spain, and Santa in Spain, it's called.
It's for Easter.
Elaborate processions and religious events throughout the Holy Week it's in Spain. So they really do some elaborate, they really spruce it up for Easter. Easter Monday watering in Poland.
Watering.
Yeah, people playfully splash water on each other as a symbol of cleansing and renewal. So if you want to do something different, take a bottle of water and spray your family members. You might want to ask them first before that could end up being a kind of a rough Easter. They don't know it's coming. Kite flying in Bermuda. They fly colorful kites, and it symbolizes the resurrection of Christ. That's in Bermuda. In Norway, crime novels are popular during Easter, creating a tradition of Easter crime reading.
That's different.
It's a little different. Yeah. Apparently they like crime in Norway.
At least the other ones all,
It's so far, other than that one, was really out there. There's an Easter bonfire in Germany. Bonfires are lit to signify the end of winter and the triumph over light over darkness.
Well,
you know what I mean? So, yeah,
Jesus
we're ready
rose from the grave.
Right,
so.
Light over darkness, and we're ready to move on. End winter. Get out of this winter blues. Although, to be honest, we really
our
haven't had that bad of a winter. Not bad at all. Easter egg rolling in the U.S. Of course, we roll decorated eggs down hills. Is very popular on Easter Monday activity. So, if you're going to color some eggs and have the kids roll them down the hill. There's I think this is called, this is a procession in Catalonia. So it's dramatic reenactments of the Passion of Christ with locals dressed in medieval attire. So they really do it up there as a dramatic reenactments. Flores de Mayo in the Philippines, a month-long festival involving processions, beauty pageants, and flower offerings in the Philippines. Bun Day in Iceland, children wake up to find small presents hidden in decorated shoes. Hopefully new shoes, not, your dad's stinky work shoes. But if it's a present, you don't really care. And in Prague, they do Easter markets, festive markets with handmade crafts, local foods, and traditional Easter decorations are part of their Easter tradition in Prague. So there's just some of the things that are going on around the world. Anything that kind of, so that was interesting. Other than the water thing, that was kind of splash some water.
My mom always hid our Easter baskets, and we had to look for them.
We did that here. We had Easter baskets for the kids. Mm-hmm. Hid them in the oven.
A couple times, yeah. Yeah, that's because my mom...
Bathtubs.
Hampers. Cupboards.
It's bad, though, when you forget they're in there and you throw your underwear in there. That just makes it really rough, for an Easter, Oh, sorry about that. Let me get that off your chocolate egg. Oh, that's not an egg. Oh, that would be bad, too. I must have had a bad beans. I'm on a bean diet. So I asked AI to give me some Easter recipes, and first one I come up with, deviled eggs, which I like deviled eggs, but it's not really what I was looking for. I thought I would do something,
Easter,
kind of interesting. And then it even tells me how to make deviled eggs, gave me the recipe. And then I asked for another one, and it gave me honey glazed ham, which kind of made me hungry for the ham. And it also gave me the ingredients for that, to place it in the oven. It has some Dijon mustard and honey to create a mix. It says mix brown sugar, Dijon mustard, and honey to create a glaze, and then brush the glaze on, and then bake the ham. And that was the only two things it gave me. But it also gave me a jelly bean contest, which we were going to do, but friends of ours have the walking pneumonia. Zach and Sarah weren't feeling great, but we're hoping to do that with them, and we'll have it on probably after
Easter Monday,
or after April Fool's Day. We'll probably do an April Fool's, and then we'll go on and do the jelly bean while you're in Florida, the great state of Florida that Terry likes to visit, apparently, a lot more.
I was born there.
Yeah, you were born in Florida. I thought you were born in, no, that was, everybody else was born in Michigan. You were born in Florida.
No, all of us were born in Florida.
Oh, nobody was born in Michigan at all?
My mom was born in Michigan.
None of the kids, though, were.
All of her siblings were. And then they moved to Florida. And then all of us were born in Florida, and then they moved back to Michigan.
Well, let's do seeing we're talking about Florida, let's do this story, because we're grandparents, as you know. And this was a drama that kind of ensued. This is a true story. This happened on Reddit because she put this on saying, am I the a-hole here? The grandma's like, what did I do wrong? And whatever she did wrong, they thought she did wrong, she said, I'm not apologizing. So here is the story. You ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. A grandmother. See, I don't want to do that. I want to start this without. Let's start from the beginning, because it starts at the end and then works its way back. But I'm going to try and do this. So a grandmother was asked if she could watch her grandchildren. They're 5 and 4. For a period of 4 nights and 5 days, because her son and his wife were going to attend a wedding in Mexico and spend a few days on vacation. Now, initially, the grandma did not want to watch her grandchildren for that long of a period. And she told her son and daughter-in-law that she wasn't comfortable doing so. She said it seemed like a long time to watch the kids, and she point blank, I keep saying black.
Told them she didn't think it was a good idea.
The daughter-in-law usually said that the woman's family is more important than the man's. So she was irritated by that. And I was being asked to babysit the kids yet the daughter-in-law's mother was not asked to do at all. Well, she changed her mind, agreed to babysit the kids after the son became very emotional. So she felt like they were being a little bit manipulative in that, he, showed up with the boo-boo face. Can you please watch the kids? And so she did. All right. So remember now, she's got the kids for 4 days.
Was her parents going with them on the trip?
No, I don't think so. They were just going to a wedding.
Why
it was just the two
they
of them.
each do it 2.5 days?
I don't know. It wasn't. She was not the other mom. The wife's mom was not asked for whatever reason. Okay, flash ahead. The kids were with her, and in the meantime, the grandma was invited to a birthday party at Epcot, and she really wanted to go. And she says, "I didn't think about it, and I really didn't run it by my son or daughter-in-law because I had the kids for an extended period of time, and
she just took them with
they
her.
knew they would be going where I went. So she took the kids with her to Epcot. So how do you feel about that? Just start there before I get to the rest of the story.
They're 4 and 5. They're not like babies.
Now, mind you, she could have gone anywhere, right? But the birthday party was just at Epcot.
And is she from Florida too?
Yeah, they live in Florida. She's 2 hours away from Disney. So the grandma's 2 hours away.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Now, in the past, the woman's daughter-in-law said she had planned on taking the kids on a multi-day trip to Walt Disney World, but never really made her aware that it was something super special to her. So what happened was they home.
They got mad because they already went.
She took the kids to Disney World for the first visit, and the daughter-in-law became extremely upset, started crying, saying that you took away my kids first of going to Disney World, although she only went to Epcot. I mean, Epcot is not, it's not like, it's not Disney. It's Disney, but it's not, And then they wanted her to apologize to them for taking away something special that the mother wanted to do with her kids. She says, I'm not apologizing because
I had a birthday party there and I had the kids, so I took them with me.
She says, I took them to Epcot. It wasn't like I took them to Magic Kingdom or for that magical moment of seeing their favorite character. She didn't do that. Just Epcot alone. So then she went on to say that when her son and daughter got back and they didn't take like I said, they didn't take the news very well. She was furious, burst into tears, called me entitled. And I didn't react well because she previously really didn't want to watch the kids for that long. Her worry was
something comes up.
I don't know.
I have the kids.
Age. I don't know.
Yeah.
And the son said, "Well, just apologize to her." And she said, "I'm not apologizing. I didn't do anything wrong." So she put it on.
I watched your kids for 4 or 5 days.
A lot of the responses were, you didn't do anything wrong. You were watching your grandkids. You didn't want to miss the birthday party. You took them to Epcot, which it's just Epcot. It wasn't like she said.
But if it was Disney, you might have taken them too if you live close.
Well, she didn't know this time. She just took them for the party.
Some people that live close have like season passes, like we do for Kennywood around here,
Apparently got into a big fight, and she asked them to leave because she just was very upset because she felt like she had been manipulated into watching them in the first place, although you wouldn't have to. I mean, everybody's different. I don't know. I don't know if she's an older grandma, because it does, let's be honest.
Well, and really
4 and 5, though.
She couldn't, 4 and 5's a little bit bigger. She couldn't enjoy the birthday party fully if it was someone her age because she had a 4 and 5-year-old to keep an eye on.
Yeah, she was still watching the
she
kids.
still had to keep an eye and make sure they sat with her or whatever, especially in a big place like that. People, might I mean, I hear people all the time, someone might take you. They, threaten their kids with that so they'll not run off. But I mean, I don't think that's a good idea. But
Well, let me ask you this. Would you have, knowing that this birthday party came up, would we have contacted the kids and say, we got a birthday party? I don't know I'm sure a phone service would have worked, but I don't know. I mean, would you have let them know we're taking them? I'm just wondering if you, those of you that are listening, you can give us your reaction on SpeakPipe. Don't forget, they can tell me what you're thinking.
That's a good,
If you're, let's say you're a grandparent or a parent and your kids or your grandkids, you took them, tell me the scenario. Would you be upset when you came home?
I mean, what if it was a birthday party at Applebee's or a birthday party at, you would have taken them.
Yeah.
At any restaurant. Like, say you and your girlfriend were going for her birthday and you had forgotten about it. I'd pack up my grandkids and take them with me.
Yeah, I was trying to think what it would be the scenario. Would I call the kids? Would I not call the kids? I don't know what I would do.
I probably wouldn't bother them. They're away at a wedding having fun and enjoying themselves. They have to trust that I'm going to be good with their kids.
Right.
Or they shouldn't have left them with me.
What if it was something, I'm trying to think of another first, with kids.
Like Chuck E. Cheese or something like that.
But to me,
but when they're, a certain age, you take them, to a ball pit or birthday funland or whatever you want to call it. There's one around every place.
Right.
A children's museum, maybe.
Yeah, I just wondered if you guys have a reaction to this.
But if your mom would have took my kids any place, like on grocery shopping day, I wouldn't have cared.
No, because they're doing us a favor.
Right.
And they did kind of pressure her. She didn't feel comfortable watching them and why they didn't split the time, I don't know. But to be furious with someone that you asked to watch your kids and she didn't take them, I keep going back to that Magic Kingdom thing. She didn't take them to Magic Kingdom. She didn't take them to see Mickey or Donald Duck or whatever. It's just Epcot. Epcot's not a...
Epcot's like...
I mean, it's kind of a...
It's, it's got the...
Isn't that countries?
Yeah, it's got different countries in it. It's got this space museum, and
so
it's got different museum things.
Yeah, I mean, what did you really miss anything? But if you guys have an opinion...
And they're that little, they probably won't remember it. They could probably take them 2 years from now, and it'll be like it's first all over.
Right. So if you have an opinion on this, tell me. We'll play it back. How would you feel about it one way or the other? You go to our description.
Maybe some of the young people with kids should give us an opinion.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Hopefully we have somebody that has kids that maybe had a similar situation. You only have a minute, but I mean, if you can whittle it down in a minute, go to SpeakPipe, click on the button. You can talk on your phone and leave us a message, and hopefully we'll play it back. And I think the last show started saying about SpeakPipe. We'll have to see if someone actually uses it. So how do you feel about that? A lot of the people that responded said, you didn't do anything wrong. You don't have to apologize. You're watching your grandkids. So I don't know. I just it was an interesting story, and I thought I'd feel like we're grandparents now. What would be allowed? What would we be allowed to do?
What would
and
be
not
crossing the line?
Yeah, what's crossing the line? We might have to ask the kids that. Tell them that story and see what they say.
Yeah.
How would you feel? We went to Epcot. So I don't know.
But hey, what if we had them and someone was going to elope at Disney?
Right. Oh, you mean like, yeah.
Or,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like one of our other kids. I probably would take them with me.
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't miss the wedding.
No.
I mean, because a lot of people get married at Disney.
And I wouldn't, it's family, so you'd want them to go with you anyway.
Yeah.
So that doesn't make any sense. So yeah, you definitely would take them with you.
I
guess my thing is, I'm trying to think of what I call them.
Called you from Vegas and said, hey,
Yeah. I don't know if I'd fly him to Vegas.
but
That would be a little
I
tough.
mean, what if you lived only an hour from Vegas?
Okay, if you lived, that's what I'm saying. If you lived in that area, that's a whole different story. I'm just saying, like Florida, she lives in Florida. She's like 2 hours away, an hour or something away. But what we have called the kids, is that the protocol, I guess, is the right.
I don't think I would have if I lived in Florida, if it was only like an hour, 45-minute drive, something like that. I don't think I would have. If I was going to fly them to Vegas, I might call the kids.
I was trying to see if the kids gave her any type of.
But you just think of the expense you would have to go to.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
because that's 2 extra airfare tickets, that you'd have to spend. But if you didn't want to miss it,
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, the son wanted her to put this story on the internet because he felt like she was in the wrong, but he got he was wrong because people were like, no, she didn't do anything wrong. She's watching your kids. I'm still hooked on the phone call, but she didn't want to miss the party either. This was, I don't know, it didn't really say family, but she really wanted. She was going to go anyway. So, and the kids weren't going to go anywhere else. They're going to go with her. Wherever she goes, they go.
I mean, that's how it is if I have my kids for 3 or 4 days.
It is. That's where they're going to go with us.
I mean, that means church. That means
Yeah, wherever they're going with us. If we're going,
they're going. Yeah.
so.
I mean, if we're going out to dinner, they're going out to dinner with us. If we're staying home all day, they're staying home all day. If we're going to a public pool or something like that, they're going with us.
Right. But anyway, yeah, leave us, give us a comment on SpeakPipe. You'll find it in the comment section. Click on the link and then leave us a message. So Terry's leaving for Florida in
Not
a
for
week.
a while.
Well,
A week from this
yeah,
podcast.
right. Because it'll be that next weekend. Oh, my God. Yeah. And I don't know if you've noticed this one. I don't know when this is going to take effect. But you are notorious for finding ways to pack so that you don't have, you're not bringing a bag, right? Like you're not being charged.
No, I'm taking my yoga bag.
Well, apparently they're gonna crack down on that kind of stuff.
For just the yoga bag.
Yes. Why? Here, I'm going to read the story so we both understand what this all said. So this is just for you. That you're, well, not just you, but for people that are flying.
And see.
Now, this is, I believe this carrier is American Airlines, but Delta, United, JetBlue, and Alaska Airlines are also changing the way
So you
people
can't
are
just
bringing.
do a carry-on.
Well, let me read the story and we'll see if I understood this right. Okay. It was talking about if you're a cost-conscious flyer who you like to stuff a small crossbody into a full backpack, which is probably true, thanks to the eagle-eyed gate agent, get used to it because airlines are making it trickier to travel economically with lots of stuff. And you taught me how to put stuff in a bag. And of course, we fly lighter than we travel in a car. When we travel in a car, we take everything.
Yeah.
The house is hooked up to the car and we go. But when you fly, you really try and think about
a pair of tennis
essentials.
shoes, a pair of flip-flops.
And a
pair of blue jean shorts and 2 or 3 T-shirts, one nice shirt, and I wear jeans, and I put a tank top and a sweatshirt on, depending on the weather up here. But if it's supposed to be cold, then I have the sweatshirt as a jacket when I get down there. And when I get to the airport down there, I just take off the sweatshirt, and I've got a jeans and a tank on.
So Delta announced that it's hiking its checked bag fees. First time since 2018. That's a long time, really, to not have any, an uptick. Usually they change that all the time. And a lot of other airlines are doing it too, charging flyers more for luggage. But they're also cracking down, it says, on smaller third carry-on items that a lot of boarding agents don't even...
Well, that's going to be my only item. I will have like a cross little bag or a fanny pack and that.
And most times they don't even...
and that's it.
They don't even look at it. Well, you have to put it through the...
Yeah. It goes through the
scanner. Anyway, carriers say that they're countering rising operating costs, declining airfare. They collected $33 billion in luggage fees last year alone. And that was very surprising. Delta's bumping its check bag fee from $5 to $35 for a check bag.
$5 to
$35 for the first checked bag and $45 for the second bag.
Well, then, so more people, like Spirit, they have the little thing that you have to put it in. It has to fit in that when you go through. And someone might ask you, put your thing down in there. And I've had to take out my little fanny pack or whatever and put it on and put it down in there because it was holding it from going, Yeah, going
down inside that little, because you only have so much room.
Yeah.
American Airlines are also adding some fees, increasing the check bag to $10, but it is cutting the fees on overweight bags. They used to be, if it was overweight bag, you were charged $100, but now that's down to 30. So it's a little, that's bringing it down to a little bit. Okay.
Well, because sometimes you buy things on the, and Lauren gave me a vacuum thing.
Yeah, it's upstairs.
If we buy any shirts or something,
you
we
can
can't
suck
fit them
it all
and
into the bag.
go to Aunt Bonnie's and suck it into the bag so it'll fit in one of our. But I think Mom's taking a carry-on.
So
but I don't know if you and see the carry-ons. I think you pay like $35.
Well, that would go with this story. United, JetBlue, and Alaska Airlines are increasing everything by $5 for the bag. Southwest, the biggest domestic U.S. carrier, is the only airline that still provides flyers with not one, but 2 free checked bags. But it's going to crack down on the extra carry-on items. So if you have a checked bag and you bring a bag like you would take, they're going to be watching that for some reason.
And see, like, Mom will have a carry-on in her purse probably. And I don't know if Janet's going to have a carry-on. I'm just taking my yoga bag. But I need to ask her which airline.
Yeah.
And am I allowed just my yoga bag as a, because I know at Spirit when that was before COVID and everything.
Spirit?
No,
you're not.
No, she did have us going one way on one airline and another way. That's why we're coming home on Saturday now, because she found a round trip on the same airline.
Sunday.
No, we're leaving on Sunday and coming home Saturday now.
Another denim and diamond. We'll have to talk about that too.
Oh, yeah, we needed to.
Anyway, so Southwest started making passengers condense their belongings, including common items like fanny packs and shopping bags, into strictly 2 carry-ons at the end of last month, after an internal memo to gate agents highlighted cross-body purses. Those purses that you.
That's what I was going to either put that underneath my sweatshirt or a fanny pack, and then my yoga bag, just because I want my driver's license and stuff on my person.
Right. Then they had
and I don't see how they can do that.
Pillows and blankets as violations of the 2-bag rule. So if you're getting 2 checked bags for free, they feel like, even though it's a fanny pack, apparently it's a violation.
I don't think so. That's going a bit extreme. Now, I've seen people carry a pillow and a blanket and this and that. They're not charging them for that.
Delta, United, American customers have recently had to squeeze small items into larger bags. So if you had the fanny pack, you had to take them out, put them in one of the 2 free. But they did say there's always a way to, but you'd have to wear all your clothes, to get around the pesky carry-on rules. Some creative travelers have started wearing multi-pocket fishing vests, and they can fit their chargers, clothes, and even a laptop in. So they're putting a fishing vest in and then stuffing all the pockets.
Now then you have to take the laptop
you're wearing
out when you go through the line, and you have to put it through.
And then put it back in your vest.
Because you're wearing it.
Yeah, so if you're wearing it, they're not going to, because it's part of your attire.
Well, that's what I say with the fanny pack or the cross bag. And it's this big. I mean, it's big enough for your driver's license. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have a card holder, which I'll put a couple, my bank card and one credit card. I'll take the rest of that out of there, and then I'll have probably a little bit of cash in there. And
Right.
that's why I'll want one of them on me, because I'm going to have some cash on me. And I don't want someone heisting my yoga bag with my cash in it,
Yeah. So if you're getting ready to travel, I don't know, on one of these airlines, you might want
I'll have
to
to
be
ask
prepared
her.
because they're kind of cracking down on that. But that's the only bag you have.
Well, I'll have a yoga
You're not-
bag and then a
Yeah,
cross bag or a
but-
fanny pack. But like before, I have put it when I went through the line.
All in one bag.
I just stuck the fanny pack in and zipped it up and put it right
you
through.
could do that too. See, because you're putting it in
Because you
one
put
bag.
your phone in that in.
And then you just take the fanny pack out.
Because our phone usually has our ticket, so you're carrying that.
Right. So you might be able to get away with that way, because you're only taking your yoga bag anyway, like you always do. Mm-hmm. And as long as it fits under the seat or whatever, you should be fine.
I mean, the only reason I'm taking either a fanny pack or a cross bag, because what if we're going to be right in the same neighborhood where my aunt lives?
Yeah.
What if Mom and Janet walk to my aunt's and I want to go for a walk to the beach and I have to go to the bathroom or something, go back to the place we're renting is closer than Aunt Bonnie's, then I would, want to have the key on me.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And then I would catch up with them later. I mean, but that's all within a mile or so
Well, I guess
of where we're going to be. So,
okay.
or in case I'm going over, there's like 3 little restaurants right there too. Say I'm going over to lunch and I might want a drink. I need my ID,
Right. Okay. Well, it sounds like we've got a plan, and we're gonna try it. So when we come back,
Yeah, I'll have to ask her what their regulations are. What like, because we were flying down on Spirit or home on Spirit and something else, but then she
change
chucked
it all.
that.
You have to find out what.
Yeah, she put it all on one airline because we were going out of 2 different airports. We were going into one airport and out of a different airport.
Oh. Yeah.
Which, like, my relatives are in between. There's 1, 2, there's like 4 or 5 airports that we could go into. They're all about an hour away.
Right. We come back, we're going to talk about our denim and diamonds party we had.
Banquet. It was very nice.
It was very nice. We'll talk about that. And then we're going to talk about Balls Out. Wait till you find out what this is. This is an event that if you feel a little bit adventurous, you might want to
Try it.
take your bowling ball, and I'll tell you what it's all about.
Oh, balls out. Okay.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. So you want to start a podcast. Maybe you're listening to the show today and you're thinking to yourself, boy, that would be fun. And I have a lot of things I want to talk about. Maybe today is the day. Maybe you're looking for a new marketing channel, or you have a message that you'd like to share with the world, or you just think it would be fun to have a talk show. And it is a lot of fun just talking to your friends. Maybe you have ideas about sports, life, or whatever your passion is. Today's the day. Podcasting is easy, it's inexpensive, and it's a fun way to expand your reach online. And where should you go? Buzzsprout. It's hands down the easiest, and it's the best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. And your show, believe it or not, can be online and listed in all the major podcast directories in minutes, like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcast, and you wouldn't believe how many more there are. And they make it simple to join all of them. Podcasting is not hard when you have the right partners, and Buzzsprout is the team to join. They are passionate about your success. You can join over 1,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout. We're one of them. We've been on Buzzsprout from the beginning, and I'm so glad I joined up. I had a little bit of an issue, emailed a customer service rep, and they got back to me within 5 minutes, and they had me calm down. It wasn't that hard, and what I was doing was my fault. So here's all you got to do. Click on the link in the show notes. It tells Buzzsprout we sent you. You can support our show, and if you get a paid plan, you get a $20 gift certificate from Amazon. Now, here's some other things that Buzzsprout provides. Like, you get a great looking podcast website. Now, a lot of people think, oh, I got to get a website, got to pay for that. No, you don't. They provide it for you. Also, they have audio players. Maybe you have a website. All you want to do is promote your show on your own website. You can do that with their audio players. And you can also drop it into other websites and on Facebook or Twitter. And they help you do it all. Believe me, Buzzsprout is the way to go. They've helped me immensely, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. So maybe today is a day for you to start your podcast. And if you do, check out the link below in the show notes and get a $20 Amazon gift card. So we had we went to a party because I'm as Terry will tell you, I'm a fuddy-duddy.
He doesn't take me anyplace.
So Terry likes to dress up, and you looked spectacular, by the way.
Thanks.
You did. You looked
My feet have been hurting me ever since.
Yeah, I know. She had high heels on the whole time.
I didn't think. I haven't worn them since I retired, so that's been how many months?
We had extra shoes in the car. I should have just gone and gotten their flip-flops, but it was really nice. And I like the denim and diamonds. So people had some were decked out.
A lot of them had blingy.
A lot of blingy.
I liked that someone had the pants with the little sequins down them, or jackets with the blingy on them.
Yeah,
it was really cool.
The guys had the cowboy hats on.
Yeah, a couple of girls had blingy cowboy boots.
Yep.
Yeah, that was. And then when I got there, I was like, oh, I could have worn my straw cowboy hat in beige and put my denim jacket over top of it.
You could have done that too.
And put my brown cowboy boots on with it.
I had found a couple shirts, one at Gabe's and one at Sam's Club. I really go way out. And the black and the blue jeans, I felt comfortable. We had a casino.
Yeah,
so they had different tables. They had a roulette, craps, poker, blackjack. And I didn't get to do.
Did they have a poker and a blackjack at each end?
I think they had a blackjack. I think it was a different poker on the other end. But I'm not sure.
Maybe it was a different because they were playing Texas Hold'em.
We had some hors d'oeuvres. We had.
The hors d'oeuvres were great. The bacon wrapped scallop and the stuffed mushrooms were wonderful.
Well, I think anything wrapped in bacon is
up my alley, but
up your alley.
I don't really know if I like scallops, but boy, you put some bacon on them babies, and they were pretty good.
It hides a lot of the
fishiness,
whatever. Yeah, but it was fun. It was just a different. It was, it sounds when you say denim and diamonds, it kind of like throws you in different direction. But people look comfortable. They were having fun. I know they were hoping for a little bit bigger turnout, but I thought it turned out. I thought the evening was nice, and so we did a little bit. I learned a little bit of roulette. Well, not really. Tried to do roulette. I really didn't learn a lot.
But you did.
Yeah, I had some chips in front of me. I kept building chips, so that wasn't too bad. I wouldn't have mind trying the Texas Hold'em. I wouldn't have known what I was doing, but I wouldn't mind trying that. And then the blackjack was full all the time. The table was always full.
Yeah, we would have went over there, but it was just.
And I think it kind of made it nice because the guys that didn't really want to dance, they kind of say, "Well, I want to go do this,"
and they could go.
And then the girls were like, "Well, hopefully, I have a friend," and they could just do some dancing. So kind of. To me, it seemed like it was the best of both worlds.
Yeah, I didn't really hear any slow, but then I wasn't paying attention while you were playing the roulette.
It seemed like they were playing.
They did have one right at the beginning, and we were still eating.
Yep. Yeah, and then it didn't seem like a lot of.
After that.
Yeah. Because
I would have, if I was done eating, I would have danced one slow one.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely would have danced with my sweetheart.
But.
If she was there. But anyway.
If Diane didn't seem like she was.
No, she wasn't going to dance. No. Mm-hmm. That's okay. I mean, But, it was fun. I had a good time. And I usually don't like to go anywhere. But it was, the kids helped us pick out our outfits. And it all worked. It was a miserable night, though. Rain.
My hair was like a big poofy dog.
Yeah, Terry left them in a little too long. And whoosh. It just went poof. But I don't know what you did, but it worked out.
I ended up like rolling it up into a bun and sticking a comb in.
Putting a big ball.
No, I put a big blingy comb with the, diamond, rhinestones and stuff in it.
How do you like the bowl? Are you a bowler, Terry? You like the bowl?
My family down in Florida that used to all be in Michigan when I was in Michigan, they were all bowlers.
Yeah,
They
your
bowled
mom and
on
dad
leagues.
yeah,
The
leagues.
kids bowled on leagues. Everyone bowled.
You didn't though.
No, I wasn't old enough when we moved here. Had just gotten old enough, but my grandmother picked me up on bowling morning.
Moved here,
Yeah, when we moved here, I had hit.
but they didn't do bowling here, did they?
You know what they do, but I don't know when they started it because I know some of our kids' friends did bowling.
No, but your parents didn't when they got here.
No, they didn't. There wasn't really a big bowling alley around
Well,
here.
this might change your mind into wanting to do some bowling. This event's going to take place on April 28th, and the event is called Balls Out Bowling, and it's a Pennsylvania naturalism group.
They're going to be naked?
Yes, they're going to be naked. They announced that it has rented a Crafton Ingram Lanes in Pittsburgh for its Bowling in the Buff event, April 28th. It says nudity is required, with the exception that women can wear bottoms. So that's really not nudity. Please bring a towel and a bag for your belongings. Anyone who wants to shed their clothes for a night of balls out bowling needs to purchase a ticket. Costs $25 in advance. So if you really like to bowl and you like to feel free while you're bowling, have the balls are rolling.
Yeah.
More balls than just one.
Shaking in the...
Shaking in a, yeah. It says that balls out bowling is the ultimate bowling experience for anyone who loves to have fun and show off their skills in the buff. It's open to 18 and over, of course. The group stressed that safety and privacy will be paramount. There will be no phones, no video recording, no photography allowed, and no sexual activity. So don't thinking you're going to get it on down in the bowling alley, right in the middle of the bowling alley. Not happening. Nudism does not equal consent and harassment, will not be taken lightly. Violators will be asked to leave. So it's just a bowling night without your clothes. That's basically it. So if you want to get out there and try something new, try something different.
You could get something caught in the wrong
Yeah, that'd
place.
be bad to get in the ball return.
Leaned
or
over
two
and
balls.
it tried to suck it in.
If you're not watching and you're dangling a little bit lower, if you got
to
low
suck.
balls and two bowling balls come together and you squash
boom, right
so you
in
got
there, yeah.
two balls. Well, actually, 4 balls all squashed together, but 2 of them are going to hurt.
Or if you lean over, and
You
get
might
your
be talking
chest,
a little bit differently.
get your chest in there too.
And
babe.
I would think you have to watch when you're bending over to get the ball. The other one just come flying up in
Hit you.
and then hit you right in the old twig and berries. That would hurt, especially in the berries. The twig too. So yeah, there you go. April 28th in Crafton Lanes.
I think I'll pass on that.
This is not. We're not.
We do have some friends that might want to try that though.
We're not. Yeah, we're not. We're not a sponsor. It's not like there's a sponsor or anything, but that wouldn't be up your alley, would it?
No.
Bowling for balls out bowling.
Why would I want anyone to see my extra rolls?
But they're not going to be looking. They're going to be looking at your bowling skills only.
Oh, well, that's really bad.
I just keep thinking of when you're in the end, you slide up. If you have your bowling shoes on, that's a good look. Think about that.
Yeah.
So you slide up to the line, but you're all bent over. Might not be the best angle.
And your fat roll will be right there for everyone to see.
Who are you calling fat?
Me.
You're not fat. You're definitely not fat. So there you go. Balls out bowling. Something different. Fun for everyone, as long as you don't get hurt. Here are some things. You ever been told anything crazy while you were in labor?
I told them I was going to kick them.
Yeah.
They tied my feet down.
These are some of the craziest things that moms were told while they were in labor. Some of these are really out there.
If I was told anything.
I don't think so. I think it was the second one was just so quick. The third one,
They gave me something to
first
help the
one-
nerve that was going off.
Yeah, the first one
and
you
I
had
shouldn't
a
have took it.
epidural.
No, I didn't take an epidural.
Not in the first one? Oh, I thought you did.
I never had an epidural.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's good then. I thought, for some reason, I thought you did. So here's some crazy things that mom were told while they were in labor. A resident told this person she'd heard labor feels like a watermelon on fire coming out of your vagina.
Oh, that's nice.
That's just what you want to hear.
Here, while you're going,
Yeah, exactly. And you're telling your husband, I hate you. Another crazy things that moms were told while they're in labor. A labor nurse took one look at me when I arrived, or took a look at this person, and said to the midwife, we're going to be here a very long time with this one. I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I just remember, was it with Zachary or with Nathan?
It wasn't Nathan
The
because you
orderly-
plopped out in 30 and a half hours. So.
Orderly was in the elevator with me.
Yes.
He did say, I've never had anyone have that many contractions. in
Yeah, you had one and another
elevator,
one, yeah.
the elevator ride, and he just couldn't wait to deposit me into someone else's hands.
I didn't even ride up with you. He took off and closed the door. He was gone.
And then they said to you, get in here, you're missing it. Yeah.
But you don't want to hear that either, right? This is going to be a long one.
No,
And you're in labor?
you almost missed it. That's how fast that
Yeah, I got up
second
there
one. The
and
first one you could have went to, all the way to Virginia and back.
I've told this story. I got up there and they handed me the clothes, and it's a boy. I'm like, oh, this is here. You don't have
After
to
the
wash
first
these.
one, it was just a relief, wasn't it?
Yeah, the first one was a long time and a lot of
Your
miles.
feet hurt.
I wish we were collecting steps then, because I'd have definitely had my 10,000. I probably had 20,000 steps. Some other crazy things that moms were told while in labor. Your uterus is lazy. Not really. Not if you're in that predicament. It must be pretty active. I wouldn't think it'd be lazy. Wouldn't you? I mean, if you're having a baby, you had to be doing something.
I've been told
That's not laziness.
Mine was tilted.
Your uterus was tilted? Oh, is that why we do that funky,
Yeah, I
like,
guess, yeah.
angle thing? Yes. Another crazy things that
Could
moms, might be. It works. Whatever works, right?
Yeah.
They were told while they're in labor. While I was pushing, the nurse told me not to get blood on her brand new scrubs. Wow.
Like I
okay.
can control that.
Yeah,
right?
really. I mean, how am I
First
supposed to
time
prevent
I asked
that?
for an enema because I needed to go to the bathroom so bad.
Oh,
They could have said, don't get in. Then they wanted to put a whole gallon of water in me. I'm like, I told you I had to go. I can't hold a gallon. It's full already.
you'd had two babies.
It's already on the full mark. You can't put a whole gallon up there.
There's the baby. There's your turd. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Another crazy thing that moms were told while they're in labor. I was told to stop moaning so loud because I was disturbing other patients.
Oh, some of them, you could hear some people screaming when I was in there, couldn't you? They'd scream, ah! And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
go.
Yeah. That would scare you. It's like going in the dentist office and you hear moans and groans from the dentist office. Oh, you don't want to go in there. I don't want to go in
I
there.
think when they put me out halfway, in a dreamy sleep and took my wisdom teeth, they hit a nerve or something. I came up.
Oh, you did?
Oh, out of the chair. Yeah, and Janet could hear me back there. They
They're saying,
hit
hold her
something.
down.
Yeah, I had
Hold her
bruises
down.
on my arms and my legs. They had to tie me in.
Finally, a crazy thing that a mom was told while they were in labor. Your cervix is in Alaska. Not exactly sure what that means.
Not where it's supposed
I
to be.
I don't know what. Does that mean like you're not
Dilating, right?
ready?
Or something, I
Is
guess.
that what that means?
Yeah, I don't, yeah.
I really wanted to talk to you about this last story, and then we're gonna cut it out. And that is, how our son loves to talk, our youngest son loves to talk about me time.
Well, he used,
And I know what he
used to
means,
love
'cause
to
I
have
don't
his
have-
me time.
I don't have any me
love,
time.
He used to love his me time, but
Yeah.
now I don't think he has any.
Yeah,
me
he doesn't
time.
have any, and I lost all mine too.
Well, you prayed for grandchildren.
And as a matter of fact, my wife retired, and I think she found a job. It's called Gabe's. And I'm not talking about working there. She just likes to go there, especially when you has coupons. You were there at least, let's see,
Quite a few times.
over the weekend.
Well, you went with me, which gave me the first coupon.
Yeah, that was my fault. So I threw out the fishing line there, and that just got it all started.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're going to talk about me time. So they did this new research, and they were asking women how they found their me time. So we're going back to when you had kids. What was a way for you to find your me time where you could just go,
You know what I did. I took a bath.
that is straight on.
I went right into it and I locked the door and Calgon, take me away.
Most women,
And I don't take baths like that like I used to, but that's how I did when the kids were little. If you would give me just a half an hour break, I went and filled up the bathtub and took my baby oil bath or my,
according to this research, half the women said showers are the only me time that they get in a given day. It's 52%. 79% said they need that me time right now. A lot of women said the shower is a place to process their stressors, various emotions, the ups and downs of daily life, and they can get bogged down with finances, work, thinking about the best way to care for their kids, and these thoughts often sneak up on them in the shower. To escape all that, a lot of them turn to the shower to let the random thoughts kind of roam, right? They reflect on the past day, think about memories. 1 in 6 said they imagine themselves as a triumphant winner of a past argument while in the shower. So apparently if they're in maybe an argument, they feel like they won because they're in the shower. So it's funny how you got to find your way to get your me time. And it's a boost for a lot of women. They said if it's a great shower, it gives them a boost of confidence that can last hours.
Oh, I could take jacuzzi. If we had jacuzzi jets in a tub, I would probably take more baths.
You probably would. Yeah.
I have problems, with my SI joints.
It would help really relax.
Mm-hmm.
They did this survey by Olay.
Maybe I'll do that before bed tonight. Maybe that'll make me sleep better.
Take a bath. Mm-hmm. And it revealed that shower routines are an essential part of self-care, and spending time with themselves makes them feel good. If they don't have time for a spa day, they'll do a shower routine. Some women say they play soothing music. Some people use aromatherapy products, massage and lotion afterwards, maybe, to make the shower routine feel more,
like a spa
luxury.
Mm-hmm.
And so then they want to know what makes a great shower. So what would make? You take a bath. So you don't really do you put any lavender or anything in the?
Yeah, if I have it.
It's not bubbles.
Salts,
I don't see you ever with bubbles. I've got bubbles if you want to put bubbles in it.
Or bath. They have scent balls. They do have available. I don't, but I like oils or I used to always take baby oil baths. That's why our tub was so greasy.
Oh, I know. It's you get in, you forget.
Now I usually oil myself when I'm getting out.
They just want to feel, women want a great shower is just the shower itself. Doesn't have to be elaborate, just a couple minutes to just kind of take a bath. I'm surprised it's a shower.
Good half an hour soaking in the tub.
Yeah, you're the tub thing. And these people are more shower.
But I will say, even when the kids were little, I remember when I was still working and had RJ, I'll put him on the floor, run in there, soap down, rinse off, throw towels on him, see where he was, because he would roll wherever. He was really young and he rolled, and he was I didn't know where he'd end up on the floor. I had to block in the split entry and everything so he couldn't go.
We have young grandchildren. They're 6 months and 2 years old, and it brings back some memories of how it was. And it's tough, but they're making it. Mm-hmm. And she seems like, she's a happy mom. Yeah. She loves her boys.
Yeah.
We can't deny that.
Yeah, he'll say, and now fans repeats, my boys, my boys. He says,
she'll say my boys. Yeah, he'll say my boys.
Here you go. My boys, and I'll
Yeah.
say, yeah, Grandma's boys too.
Yeah.
And then he'll repeat me, Grandma's boys.
Yeah, he says everything. He repeats everything, which I have to really
Oh, yeah.
watch.
See, she said something the other day.
Yeah. Because I had him in my arms.
That or something.
And I said the S word. I don't know if you're allowed to say shit or not, but I just said it. And I said, and I went, ooh. And he's looking at me. I'm looking. He didn't repeat it. He usually repeats everything.
Oh, yeah.
But he didn't repeat that time. So I was kind of lucky. But apparently, I must have said at some point, I said, close the damn door. And then RJ called the next day and said, Dad, did you say close the damn door? And I started thinking, no. But then I thought to myself, yeah, it's possible. Because your mom doesn't like to close a drawer. Sometimes she doesn't close a door. And I might have said, just close the damn door. And he heard me and he used it in the right context. Because RJ opened the door and he said, close the damn door. He's already conscious of it already at the age of 2. So there you go. Some things just kind of work out. You know, being a grandparent, you can teach him the ins and the outs. You have anything you want to? I'd like to give you before you go on vacation. I'd like to give you a homework edition of maybe coming up with something. So we have Terry's, like we could call it Terry's moment, where you come up with something to talk
We'll
about.
see if anything interesting happens on the trip.
Oh, no, I'm not waiting. You can't do anything for the next podcast. We have another one. We have April Fool's. Maybe you can think of something for the April Fool's edition.
I'm not a big April Fool.
Well, I know, but I mean, maybe a story for that podcast. It doesn't have to be April Fool's. See, you're already starting. You don't have nothing.
I got a pretty boring life unless it involves 2 little kids right now.
Yeah, well, they're not boring. It's, it's
I've
fun to
heard
watch.
I retired, and I've heard there's been some great stories at school.
Yeah, but
which you're
that doesn't
probably
help
not
me
allowed to
any.
repeat
Yeah,
anyhow.
it doesn't help me anyway. So you need to come up with something funny. Maybe you went, down to the nude beach down in Florida. Come back with a nice story.
I don't
there.
think I'm going to no new beach with my sister and my mom. Don't think it's going to happen. No.
All right, I'll tell you what. How about if I go with you? Would you go to one? If it was just us on a.
I don't know if I could go to a nude beach. I really don't.
I don't know if I could either.
I have no problem
I have a hard enough time walking past a mirror. and
around
think,
here in my own home, but I just,
Yeah. Nude bowling. Here's an opportunity.
I don't think so.
Balls out, baby.
My luck, I'd hit myself with a ball and have a big old bruise right in the whole,
Well, you could do that with clothes on. It wouldn't matter.
on your hip or
yeah,
whatever.
I mean, it don't matter.
Yeah, but everyone will see it go turning blue.
Ooh, what happened there? I was practicing bowling at home with the plastic ball and pins.
Yeah, bowling's not good for my back either.
All right, so you have an excuse. Okay, so no bowling. So thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook or Twitter, Just Talking Out Loud, and subscribe every Monday. We have a new episode. And don't forget about SpeakPipe. So at the bottom, you can see the link. Click on it. Give us some insight, maybe of the grandmother that took her kids to Epcot and got reamed out for it, apparently. You can talk to us about that. Would you be willing to go nude bowling? Balls out, baby. That should be interesting. What else do we talk about? So anyway, click on the link and give us, and we'll play it back. If you say something, I don't care what it is. It could be anything. Well, I mean, obviously it can't be anything. What the heck?
Within
Just
reason.
Whatever, yeah. Might play it anyway.
You may have to go,
What do I
beep,
got to
beep,
lose?
beep, and
Maybe
beep
that'll
it
give us
out.
more. Maybe that'll give us more listeners.
Okay.
Because it doesn't matter what you say. Yeah, I'll have to beep everything out. You won't know what they
Beep,
said.
beep, 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 beep.
So you follow us on Facebook or Twitter. I said that. SpeakPipe, don't forget about that. We're on YouTube now. So right now it's just the audio part. I did kind of mess around with a camera to see how, but it's just not, we need more light down here.
Dottie gave you the word twerk. They're
Yes, it was
twerking.
twerking. Yes, I learned about twerking. I knew about twerking, I just didn't know the word for some reason. Just shake your bootay, it's twerking.
It just left you that day. For some
Everything
reason.
leaves me. It doesn't matter. So, and don't forget to share our little snippets we send out on Facebook and Twitter, X, I should say. You can follow us on Facebook or X. I don't know why I keep saying Twitter. It's X. So easy to say Twitter, but it is X now. And that's it. So we're out. Yeah, that's it.
Have a great week. Peace out.
Oh, she'll like that.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show.